In other news this morning, or this afternoon, I should say, at the Minnesota State Capitol, a live look as legislators are kicking off the 2023 session. Now, this is the first time in a decade Democrats will have control of the House, the Senate, and the governor's office, and they'll be focusing on those issues that they see as priorities. Caroline Cummings joining us live here at the Capitol. Caroline, a busy day in St. Paul.
Yes, indeed, very busy, and it feels a lot like the first day of school for these lawmakers because they're coming back to St. Paul after several months of being out of session, and it looks and feels a lot different in this place compared to the last few years with the pandemic. A lot of the public shut out, lots of members of the public here today, interest groups bringing cookies and treats, including the governor. And so we're also looking at a DFL-controlled Capitol for the first time in a decade and a lot of new members. So Democrats see a real opportunity to pass their progressive policy priorities this year, and we'll get to know what some of those are more in the coming days. But the big task before them, approving the 2-year state budget to fund government, education, childcare, and more. On the table is a forecasted $17.6 billion budget surplus, which is the largest ever.
I expect this session to be the great catch-up session, and I expect folks to go big. And so what I mean by that is 10 years ago, there were lots of things that were enacted. The Women's Economic Security Act, raising the minimum wage, a lot of policies that went through, but there were things left on the table undone. For example, paid family leave. I expect that to be a top issue.
Now, today is a lot about the pageantry of it all. New members getting sworn in, formally electing the Speaker of the House, but they're really wasting no time getting to work. Tomorrow, there's a full slate of committee hearings as they weigh policy proposals that will impact your life at home. Pauline.
All right, Caroline Cummings from the State Capitol, thank you very much. And keep watching WCCO on TV and streaming on CBS News Minnesota for continuing coverage of the 2023 session.